Hello. Welcome to the third vlog in this series for solving word problems. We're going to be talking about solving word problems that require two equations and two unknowns, a system of two equations. Some people call these story problems or word problems. That's what we have here. What we have is we have a store. It must be a small store. Only has two kinds of juices. Two? Really? I know where I shop. I have a whole shelf load of different juices. Anyways, could be a corner store, a neighborhood store. They have two kinds. And it has, apple juice, and then it has orange juice. Those are the two popular juices there. There are 50 bottles in total. That's a small store. Anyways, back to the problem. Apple juice is expensive, $2.95. Orange juice is $3.75. Whew, that's an expensive small store. Now our job is to figure out how many orange juices and how many apple juices this store has of each. In previous vlogs, I talked about 5 steps that are required or help you solve word problems. I'm going to review them now. Okay, those are 5 steps. What's the question? What's the problem? What's the problem asking us to find? We want to know how many apple juices and orange juices we have. How many of each? Now those are our unknowns. Now using variables, I use letters that will make sense in the problem we're solving. I'll use A for apple and OJ for orange juice. I don't want to use 0 because I don't want to use O. It looks like 0. So we'll use that. All right. Now the third step, the most important step and the hardest step of all the steps, to translate what you have into two equations. You have to analyze the word problem and look at what you have and figure out what you need and set up two equations for that. Now we have the total number of bottles. That's in our top sentence. 50 bottles in total. All right. I think we're ready for our two equations. We have what we need. So now, our first equation, we're dealing with how many bottles there are. The second equation is dealing with how much the bottles are worth, all the juices in total. Similar to our basketball game in the previous vlog, we had $2 tickets and $8 tickets to earn $5,000. This is a similar concept here. We have two equations with two unknowns. Looking at this, I believe substitution method would be the best choice at this point. If I isolate A, which is what I'm going to do, so I'm saying apple juice, the number of apple juice bottles are equal to 50 minus the orange juice bottles. Two different kinds, correct? If it's total 50, if I remove the orange juice, what I have left is apple juice. Now, that green equation there, A equals 50 minus OJ, we're going to replace where we see the A variable in the second equation. Okay, now you see our equation here. We have OJ here twice, so we have one unknown, one equation. I can solve this equation. We can figure this out and find out how many orange juice bottles we actually have. In the interest of time, we're gonna jump over the solution and solving for the OJ variable. And I want to touch upon that. Now, if you check the answer is fine. Use both equations to check your work. But we haven't talked about a sentence. Students tend to struggle with a sentence. What do I say? How do I put the answer in a sentence? Let's go back to the question. How many of each kind of juice does the store have? Now, the simple thing is just to answer the question. I have this many apple juices. I have this many orange juices. I'll give you the form of the sentence below, what it should look like. Hmm. I'm sorry, let me fix that. That's it. Those you put the answers in there. Okay? So I'm going to give you the answer to the problem, and you can solve on your own, and I'll give you the answer here and see if you can match the answer. Now, if you don't want to know the answer right now, stop the vlog. I'll give you a minute. Okay, you stopped it, right? All right, so stop it. Okay, now I'm going to give the answer. Whoever wants to see the answer, continue watching. Okay, thanks for watching this vlog. I'll see you next vlog. Have a good day. Bye bye.